Welcome, all Taurus and Taurus Collective. This is your extensive psychic reading with me, Shadow Sister Silma. And in my readings, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And you happen to have Taurus now. Your cards already pre-selected for this reading, and there is exactly this card. So let's start immediately. This is your extensive love reading for November. We are going today into this is one of your cards now here. I let your shadow meet light so you can be whole again. Something really uniting this both. Understand, you have both sides of the story, like you are not missing any of it. Like you're not afraid of the dark, you're not afraid of the day, you accept all. And we are going, I will take you to the Wonderland. Promise. I promise, pinky promise, that if you ask today a question and you're Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, Taurus Venus, Taurus Mars, and or cross-watcher for Taurus, and you ask a question, I will answer. One question. But before this, we're gonna go to see less and more. What now with this energy's current kind of Capricorn last time in Pluto in Capricorn, and these kind of dark energies are passing here. What you need less and what you need more going forward to 19th of November when Pluto over here goes to Aquarius for the next 20 years. So what you need, Taurus, less and what more? Yes. Going forward. Okay. I feel like having a Muppet show here, but okay, no, not seeing anybody online. Maybe it's too late, whatever. I'm gonna have a little tea. So let's get started. So you got two cards, not just this shadow meeting light, but also be a guiding light to others. So I think it tells me this fact, like you have a opportunity to be this kind of teacher. When you have really integrated this shadow and light, you become this kind of true teacher who has heart in the place and really rooted to the truths, able to share it. So like, and I mean, this whole energy is showing me like actually world card. This is a world card. World card is being in the spotlight, like you are out in the world, you're showing who you are. And I mean, we are having Taurus, full moon in Taurus. Of course, Taurus in the spotlight. So your star sign is in the spotlight, and all your qualities of these early energies. It's kind of like an expert of this. And now we have this huge Taurus powers going on. So yes, you are the guiding light to others. Full moon in Taurus. Yes, this is going on here clearly. Root chakra energy. Now somebody is coming here. Who is here? One more game. Say hi. Sir Botswak, say hi. And Yusuf Abdulia, say hi. Yes, sometimes the names can be difficult. My name is Silva. I welcome everybody here. If you have not subscribed yet, support my little channel, Tarot channel that nobody knows. I'm going underdog around here. Pluto to Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn, but it's going to Aquarius. So we are facing this kind of current full moon in Taurus energies. For Taurus, that clearly is now, this is a Taurus card, even of course, is your card, the Hierophant. So Hierophant, the world card, this is your current energy for this full moon in Taurus, very fittingly. Taurus is in spotlight, yes. Going to Wonderland, let's see. Next thing we're gonna see, less is more. Let's start immediately with this alchemy. Alchemist in the laboratory. What do you need now in this period? There is, everybody who is interested to see the full monthly predictions for Taurus, there is this monthly reading, and this is extensive. Sometimes I put this extensive reading afterwards to my membership, but currently it's available and free to watch, and even now to comment. Arifrase say hi, can I ask her something? Yes, you can ask a psychic question in this reading, but I'm following a little plan that I have. So first we're gonna see less is more spread from this, the Wild Unknown Alchemy. So now for Taurus on Taurus Collective, we start warming up and we do this reading, and in the end I will select one question, but you should be subscribing to my channel if you want to be selected. That's at minimum you can do if I go into your question with my psychic abilities, and this is less. And what Taurus need more going forward to this Pluto in Aquarius. So here we are. It's done. Let's put time ticking here also. Yes, okay. So this is such an interesting thing. ARIES was getting this for more, and you get this for less. It's almost like the energies are completely different for you, like a black and white. So the same card came for ARIES, for just to mention that came for more, but you have now less sugar. So less sweet stuff. Again, maybe you are good with this kind of, I mean, I can understand, yes. I was also lengthily going about in ARIES sign, reading about how, of course, Taurus ruling planet is Venus. And it's like a full moon in Taurus is, of course, this pleasure and sweet stuff, but maybe you are indeed expert of all this kind of roses and wine and good life and food and all. So maybe the sweet less. There is something about that. Somebody's Capricorn. So yes, you have to be patient because every sign has their reading and every sign has a chance to ask a question. So if you're Capricorn, I will take somebody who is Taurus. So any Taurus now, if you're first Taurus even to say your question, I could pick you. But if you have a Taurus placement, it could valid. If you have a rising Taurus, good check. Anyway, this is less sugar, more glass. Interesting. What is this? 30. I interestingly, I see these numbers. This is 31 and this is 30. They definitely mix these cards, but they are like sequented numbers. But this is like, there is this saying, 1 step forward, 1, 2 back. Get it now, because this is like, this is 30 and this is 31, but this is less and this is more. What does it mean, these numbers? It's interesting to see this kind of X. X, of course, in Tarot means 10 also, and it's this kind of Wheel of Fortune. This looks to me really like this kind of universum cooking. But this, you know, now is less, this is more. Let's go into this. I also like the fact that we have here your card, and the image is like, I let your shadow meet light so I can be whole again. And here we have this whole thing. It's like a sunset. There is really this kind of darkness and the light meet. This circle is divided. This is whole. You need more of that. There is also full moon, again, whole. Circle, the round circle, the wholeness, the integrity. That is coming here really clearly already. And I know your monthly reading was about crown chakra, the highest energy, guru energy, but here we have dropped to the ground. So maybe there is really some, you have to be really grounded when you handle any kind of like being a leader or like a spiritual leader or some kind of teacher. You have to be really grounded and whole with yourself first. This is somehow here. Going to Wonderland to be whole again. Okay, let's read this. So this less is perhaps you have come too reliant on its qualities. Sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Sacred sweetness, pleasure, and attraction. Less of that. Oh, how sugar dances on the tongue. I have already read this in the ARIES, but I will read it again. No matter how intellectual and scholarly our pursuits, sugar reminds of us our longing for simple pleasures. Until the 12th century, our needs for sweetness, is it after all one of the 5 essential tastes in Ayurveda, was fulfilled by raw honey offered by the bees. This material had many medicinal properties and was known in alchemy as a sacred elixir. Now most of our sources of sweetness, both literally and metaphorically, are highly processed, defined for us by a culture of consumption. This card is a call to explore the simple sweetness in life. Can you add tenderness to your alchemical experience? How about joy or even a laughter? But now you should have less this. So maybe really it's not time to joke around, or it's not time to, it's almost like a serious business, because this Capricorn energy in Pluto in Capricorn is like less this kind of laughing about it. Even a spiritual leader would be very good when it's positive, like a mindset. But somehow less this kind of sugar coating. Maybe in your case it means even like a sugar coating things. But remember, the alchemical wisdom of like attracts like. But not this kind of sugar. Sugar daddy? No sugar daddy, no sugar mommy for you, Taurus. Less that. One of the sugar's physical attributes is stickiness. See how this concept affects the cards within the reading. And personalities involved. Okay, let's see. And then we need more glass. So what does it mean? Indeed, it's the next one, or previous one. So you are needing now in the full moon in Taurus more this. Transparency, focus, and seeing. Glass transmits a sacred exchange between the alchemist and their work. Through the glass vessel, the alchemist sees their work, and the work sees the alchemist. What was once clouded in confusion becomes focused. What was once veiled becomes obvious. How are you currently seeing the world? What is your perspective? This is really interesting question coming here when we have this world card even here. And this kind of Hierophant is very like a Taurus card. So saying it again. How are you currently seeing the world? What is your perspective? The glass card can be thought of as a gift of true perception. With it, you naturally focus on what is most central in your life. All else falls into the periphery. The next right action becomes clear. Glass is fragile by nature and requires regular cleaning. So find daily practices that align your vision to what is true. It's easy to slip into an old mode of seeing, particularly someone else's, so hold steady to your new alchemical lenses. Their power is mighty. Okay, so have this kind of clear lens about your situation. Maybe in this is kind of sugar can be like a, how you call it, like a sugar high, like all kind of things that cause you like a not be so rooted. So you are asked to be rooted and see clear. And even the sand becoming glass is a fact that it comes from the sand, the glass. It's like kind of the ground energy too. And some speak of rose-colored glasses that shift our perspective. Take inventory of what lens you are looking through. Is the glass muddy, colored, cracked, or crystal clear? To see clear the world. And with your full moon in Taurus, Now maybe there is something like very clear to you, because energy is totally your energy. You know this kind of world order, let's say like a earthly Taurus full moon. Yes, so you can be guiding light to others here. Okay, next we're gonna go to see with this. You got the so below deck because you had the root chakra. So I'm just gonna see what is now in your energy. It's not gonna be long reading, and then I'm gonna pick a question from the audience. You should just subscribe and then say your question. You can say which Taurus are you. So now Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's see what this time of the... I'm not taking the cards unless I don't feel it. Now I have a difficulty to feel this. I have to concentrate. Maybe I have to think about all the Taurus I know. It helps me to get a card. Okay, here is one. Just know in the full moon in Taurus. And I think I get a third one somehow. Full moon in Taurus for Taurus, what you need to know. So where we put this? Okay. How I'm not surprised. These cards are very like telling certain stories. Tower card. I remember you had it in the monthly energies already. It was in your opportunity, and here it's again. Now it's some kind of kitchen conversations and little argument. So it's getting really like a, this day-to-day life, like something is happening in your in your home. So this is here. I know the energy is currently Pluto in last modes in Capricorn is very dark and very, there is all kind of like other signs that are even making it, like Gemini and Jupiter, what was it, scoring something like there are all these kind of astrological aspects that even makes this situation kind of heated even. So if there is arguments now, it's time it can happen, you know. So it's here. Tower is of course karma and big change. Things are changing. You need some fundamental change, but okay, we have these times that actually this full moon in Taurus is just now, 15th of November, and then 19th of November, Pluto goes to Aquarius, and here we have the Aquarius card also showing. So when I saw this, I was like, of course, we are having this kind of melting pot now. We are having here also Page of Sword, a very like curious person. Kind of like interestingly, this kind of kite flying, trying to reach for another perspective, a little bit higher perspective. And then this getting into the Wonderland feeling indeed. Star card, healing, dreams, happy family with 2 kids. Maybe there is some kind of like a conversation you have to do in the home life. I don't know if it's something about the family. True chakra is mother and the victim archetype. Mother, the positive, victim, the negative. Here we have the mother with the kids. So you're heading to this kind of happy family, dream life. In the age of Aquarius, let's say this kind of like a age of Aquarius start, kind of now in 19th of November, next 20 years, we have this Aquarius energy. Why the Pluto is so important is all about the power and like a social change. And in Aquarius, it is really social change. It's influence of society. So here we have the dog is even here. It's like Pluto in Aquarius. There is a doggy here also. So we have it. Even the dog is in this picture, but like this is showing you are going to better direction. But you have to be kind of curious and open-minded of your options and situation, like see a bigger picture, higher perspective, let's say. I'm here, of course, to help you with this because it's a possibility to tap into your higher self. I have this course curriculum. There is all this kind of chakra wisdom connected to how you can empower yourself, and in the high state you start to see the much more higher perspective, possibly even open your third eye and be in this kind of very like aligned person. But it's really like energy healing also, what I have learned. I have used myself as a test rabbit, so I know. But this is a good point to have the higher perspective, to have a connection to higher self in these times that can be hard. Yes, and have this is also this. I believe in this kind of field consciousness. These two are in the same position. So having this clarity, it comes from integrating shadow and light. This let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. Really, shadow work can really bring you to this kind of whole new level of consciousness. And then this is not the scattered world anymore. It's a whole world. It's like a unity. You start to see the unity in this world. What is this higher point? There's just one eye, kind of like third eye seeing everything. Like it's not just division. You go beyond the division. And this is kind of showing the higher perspective. So it's all about kind of shifting your perspective. But currently you are on this kind of ground, like this kite flyer is here also on the ground, and he's kind of having these issues in the kitchen. So there is that. But there's very, very powerful energies for you. It's kind of like you are having chance to upgrade your life. I see that here. Maybe you need to do some part of yourself to start to see this wholeness, so you can be whole again. Let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. Really, this message is here for reading. Okay, in the other ARIES sign, I went forward to even give you current feelings of your person. So let's do it. Even if I gave already for November, now we give you for this last moments of forever. People are never gonna live anymore. Pluto in Capricorn, never, ever, ever, ever in our lifetimes. So we will see what are happening now. Current feelings of your person. Taurus. What is your person feeling about? What is it? I need to mix this well. Okay. One more. Okay, we get here. Start with the heartbreak. So there has been some heartbreak. Abandoned, sadness, grieving, mourning, loss, separation, regrets, crying, intense feelings, broken and alone and lonely. So it could be related to this Tower card. There has been, in some Taurus at least, there has been some kind of, again, this kind of division, maybe in yourself even. Sometimes it's heartbreaking what happens in the world even, that everything is so divided to black and white. So our heart are also kind of divided. But your person is having this. Then Zen, just be, receive guidance, speak only to reduce suffering. Silence is gold, speaking is silver. So they are in this kind of silent mode, feeling like silence is gold and speaking is silver. Then Charles Bukowski novels. There's a list of them. I don't know what is the meaning, but for some reason I wrote them once. So 71 was Post Office, then was Factotum, then Woman, Ham on Rye, Hollywood, and Pulp. So this author has made these kind of novels. The person is feeling maybe this style of the Charles Bukowski can be a little bit alternative. They see you kind of like a maybe this kind of pioneer person who writes or do something a little bit out of the ordinary. Yes, then we have this Venus in Force, the Velvet Underground. Shiny, shiny. How it is this song? Shiny, shiny, shiny boats of leather. Vispas girl child in the dark. Comes in bells, your servant. I don't remember this lyrics, but I mean that's some melody. But don't forsake him. Strike dear mistress, and cure his heart. Okay. Now I think I know. Strike dear mistress and cure his heart. Anyway, Venus in Force, interesting because Venus is a ruling sign for Taurus. So they kind of see you somehow as a Venus in Force. Sending you butterfly kisses. I'm waiting you where you left me. Love you, my cowboy. Did I saw butterfly somewhere here? Was there also? No. Okay. But here is one. And we got one more. Wow, this is interesting. 12 archetypes, Carl Jung. This is a lot of information. What is your vision and mission and your brand, your heart brand? And for example, if it would be the ruler, core value would be leader. Then example would be Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And human desire that matches this is control. So there's all these archetypes and all these things. Somehow your person see important these archetypes. Do we see here on the table some archetypes? Of course, there's this teacher that will be the sage, knowledge, and that is part of the freedom. Yearn for paradise and freedom. It's part of the sage. What about this wholeness? Maybe the hero is also here a little bit with this kind of guiding light to others. So there is a mastery as a part of the ego, leave mark on the world. Yes, it's like this. Taurus, you have a moment to leave mark on the world. It's almost like this is here also. Your person see you like a powerful person somehow. I'm thinking about this archetype. Caregiver, service is part of the order. An order provides structure to the world. Anyway, maybe this is part of all this kind of like a archetype character that Taurus has that is now kind of meaningful for this full moon in Taurus. Anyway, this is, you could always look to have a stronger brand if you need that. So brands need to be aware of these 12 archetypes. So here we are. I think this is your reading. I don't know if I verify anything. I'm just seeing again this tower here. So it was your opportunity in your monthly reading is here again. I think it's here to show that you have to go through this kind of tower moment, that things have to shift and change, and looks like less sugar, less like taking too easy, and more this kind of focused, really like a clear lens, who you are, so to see the world like what is actually is possible for you. So to see it clear without any substances. Sugar, it could be this kind of sugar high, no more sugar highs, and clear glass. Okay. So I'm gonna check now if somebody's commenting here, if anybody's sticking around so long, or if half an hour busy. Is anybody here Taurus now and has a question? Because I have promised I could do this. So would anybody be here asking a question for Taurus? This is not so long reading. I can finish also, but definitely I'm not gonna do next reading because the Gemini card is to be designed and it's so late that this is empty cards, and some of the cards you can see the preview for the all star signs. It exists in my shorts, and there some of the cards are not designed. And for example, next Gemini reading, Gemini card is empty, so I still have to design it. So I'm not gonna do it tonight. It's already late in Belgium where I'm sitting. But who is asking us? Is somebody asking? Hey, Lace is saying, hi, what are Stanley current feelings for me? Subscribe. Are you Taurus? It would be nice to have a Taurus, but maybe I take you because I have promised kind of to the readings live, so it would be so nice to have the actual sign. But are you Taurus? Which sign are you? People can relate who are watching. This is kind of important for other people to kind of, they can relate when they don't know your star sign. What is your star sign, Lace? Cancer. Okay. Cancer is a sweet sign. I like cancers. But I will do this. Stanley current feeling for me. Jason Mayers asks, what do you think about my money flipping, please? But I take Lace because you had related to a person. It's a good to keep it in the love relationship reading. It's a nice, I want this to be love reading. So now for Lace and the person, but crystal. So hero journeys. This, I always start my readings like this. I pick a chakra crystal that tells what is your energy currently. This is the solar chakra, meaning it's focused on the willpower, how much you want something. Because from this kind of decision of the will, you move then to the heart chakra. You actually start having that what you are wanting. But here, it's hero's journey. It's very much focused on like, are you on your path or are you serving others and pleasing others, or are you really honestly living your life with your values and everything? But here we got now this Stanley current feelings for me, Lace. Okay, Wonderland. Let's see what's in the Wonderland for Stanley and Lace. You get a different kind of deck depending on the crystals. So you get this kind of Divine Comedy, Gustave Dore deck. So let's see. Maybe we put the feelings that you are aware. I'm making this kind of moon and a sun, very simple. What you're aware and what you're not aware of this partner. Lace and Stanley. What you're not aware is here. Maybe you have one more thing you're not aware. And one more thing you're aware. Okay. Seven of Pentacles and Moon. Interestingly, that this Moon is what you are aware. Moon is a ruling planet of Cancer, and you said you're Cancer, but what is this? This is like usually Seven of Pentacles is understanding what you got. There is really so much this kind of Cancer values here that almost like it shows that you're aware of this kind of family values and somehow this kind of like a very feminine mother ways, because this is here. Lace is asking, are you from America? I'm from Finland, but I live in Belgium, so I'm really like a vagabond. I'm already 46. I have lived in Italy. I have lived in Germany. I have lived many years now in Belgium. I even have lived in Sweden, but of course I'm from Finland. So it's very interesting, interesting mix that I'm able to read for you. I speak 7 languages, but this is very Cancer-like things that you're aware. Maybe you're very like projecting the way you are as a Cancer, because this is the ruling planet of Cancer, and then we have here the 7 of Pentacles showing really like this mother and child. So yes, let's say I visited Germany once. Beautiful. So anyway, this is what you could be aware, but it's interesting. There's such like a Cancer looking thing, this moon here. Moon is of course something that you are not aware, like is like here we are having like what you're aware of this relationship, almost like you are like blind sided, because maybe the mysterious thing is what you like even about this relationship, because moon is often hidden and secret. So is there something like that in the relationship, because you're even asking this question? Now just want to see this again, the name Stanley, current feelings. This is opposite. I don't know if this is meaningful. Why they came like this? It could be meaningful that they came upside down, but I don't usually read like that. But again, we have such a Cancer energy here. I would say that this is the couple energy, that you're not aware. High Priestess is such a like Cancer style woman. Of course, tarot reader can also be like this kind of putting a light to things that you would not normally see. But here the High Priestess is really like having this kind of lantern in the head to give a spotlight. But Knight of Wands is the sexiest knight, the builder knight, also like able to build things, but very fast moving. It's kind of fast lover, like a passionate. So that would be the relationship, but you're not aware maybe how it is actually like this. That, yeah, but this is like you are a little bit left in the like wondering what you got. It's almost like, I don't know if you are having a child and you are like a mother with child, but it could be like just family values you are liking. Because Cancers are kind of very family sign even. But this is like a harvest, what you got. And then this is like usually hidden and secret. But this is kind of like in the light that you are really insecure because things are too much hidden and secret. But here we have it. It's like this kind of High Priestess style woman with this Knight of Wands that is very passionate. But in this picture, he's like galloping away. Like it's almost like very busy building and doing things. It's a busy guy. Not knowing how, let's explore further, because Hero's Journey is here. What I see here is interesting, this card, like there is even this kind of chariot racing to the moon. So while it almost feels like this guy is very busy, it's like a really fast moving person. I wonder now what is the, businessman. Like here is galloping towards the moon and the person is just standing here. Here is like a throne sitting and the person is like, oh, where did you go? You went again. So there's really like this kind of action hero, while here we have the hero on the table also as a crystal. So at least I can say that there is a willpower here, and it could be related to this guy, that he has such a like a chariot energy. The chariot is even very similar. This is not a chariot card, but it looks like almost like chariot there going to this moon, and moon is Cancer ruling planet. So I see there is this kind of connection that it could be like attracted to energy and it's just running around towards you, but it's very busy. But let's take me to Wonderland. Now we have this kind of moon landscape here. High Priestess also very, very Cancer style. What is up with this guy? Let's see the planet thing, because we have the moon here. Let's see what kind of planet we get. So we get more. Let's see. Let's say good cards. What is this house? It's a second house. Of course, it's a Taurus. Like, no wonder. We have here, everything is now becoming clear. Okay, so why we have the moon on the card on the table, asking like what we know about this guy. It's like now it's full moon. So the full moon is here. It's like pointing out this moment. Like this is the period like happening. And now we have Taurus, so it's full moon in Taurus. But then it's patiently what spiritual, mental, what you want, physical, get what you need. So you have to communicate to this guy definitely. I mean, is this a guy, no? Like, what are these lays? These names are not saying to me, are you a woman, I guess? And he's a man. But you have to say what you want and what you need. Get what you need. It's like this person is like a builder person. Is able to give it to you, but you have to like communicate it clearly. That's like very Taurus, very practical. Full moon in Taurus, I think, is focusing like, oh, it's so nice that this kind of like high priestess is really like a, even like a pointing, oh, it's full moon in Taurus. Look, this guy goes. So yes, a woman. So here you are showing here a caring person, and then this guy is like running around like a chicken without head, I would say. I used to date a guy like that, and it's really like some people can be like a chicken without head running around. Like you have to really like take them like, okay, look, I want this. Listen to me carefully. I tell you this only once. And then you like make sense to them like, okay, this is what I want. Can you give it to me? If they can't, then okay, run around a little bit more, but this is what I want. So this is Speedy guy. He comes and goes, and you said he's a businessman. So you have to make him a kind of business offer, let's say. Tell what you want. Okay, let me see other things, what we get. Let's have then verification with this erotic fantasy tarot. Let's go a little bit further with your guy. So let's see. It's good to have a real question. So, yes, I'm from Finland. I have lived long life already. So let's verify this stuff about this guy. What is going on with him? Oh, Three of Swords. This is a heartbreak. Is this restlessness comes from the heartbreak? There is something about that. Sometimes indeed when a person comes and goes, they want to escape their problems, you know. Let's see then what is this about now, the moon energy, like what is happening now, let's say, because it's full moon in Taurus. Tower. So there is really, these are kind of the current energies, things are changing, these are really like there can be issues, you know, war, all kind of like a karma moment. So maybe he's hiding some problems, like he doesn't wanna like tell you maybe. So even, I don't know what is the level of a relationship with this guy, but he's hiding by working a lot. He and you as a feminine, you should really like make him open up. Like, what's problem, baby, now here? Like, tell me, please, because I need to be like on the map. Like, what's going on? Because there is some kind of tower here. Things are changing heavily. Could it be in the war? Could it be something? But it's worrying him, and he should be able to share that with you. And maybe he doesn't want to share that with you. Then he's like suffering alone or working hard. But here is also this Three of Swords that is usually heartbreak. So one Taurus game. Let me see. Maybe soon, but I wanna finish with Lace. We're gonna see still love message. So I wanna read one little from this book, because these stories are not always so negative as the card shows. So let's give a little. This is a major arcana card. Verifying another major arcana card, Moon, verifying Tower. So it's almost like this happens, and these are really life events. So you should be really asking these kind of questions to him. If he like, if he could share that with you, it could be like a good connection point. He might like escape to talk about it. So the Tower is belief in one's own values and a strong will. Okay, and the will is here. This is already the strong will here. the spirit of your ancestors, dedication and care of affections that go beyond sex, acceptance of your responsibility, fight together with the one you love. So indeed, this is the mentality that the guy has, or something there is existing, like fight together with the one you love. This should happen. You have to be united to fight for the same cause. And then we have the Three of Swords. What is that? Yeah, I mean, just find your own words, but I'm seeing this, and there is something that indeed when a person is running around or like avoiding things, maybe, it tells about the fact that there is some issues that they want to hide. So this is, in this booklet at least, is obsession and agitation, the sacrifice of the night, profound disturbance of the senses, recognize your inner turmoil, pay attention to what causes your pain. So there is definitely some source of pain. It doesn't have to be with you, it could be their own life, something in their life has been, could it be somebody has died, some relative, it could be anything. But when you know about it, you can support this person. I mean, this is a connection point that you should have if you have a relationship. You should be able to share this kind of intimate truths. That's like a very vulnerable. But again, I don't know how a big commitment you have to this person, but it's almost like it's needed that you have to be there for this guy if you want him. There can be like he's such a warrior, but warriors indeed, they get hurt. It's almost like in this message was also like a hurt night. Like when you are fighting a lot or going into business, maybe you get sometimes hurt. Even bad business deal could be the cause of the pain. So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like a heartbreak in the love relationship. It could be just some lost situation that they are not so proud about, that they were not the hero that moment, but they could be your hero. Anyway, let's see the one love card for you, Lace. And I hope this helps. If you like this reading, give me like. I'm a new tarot reader, so everything helps. This is now, okay, ask for help. So this kind of mermaid talking to the daddy is coming here. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So even it's not that this guy needs a support, maybe you have to say what you need. What you need. This was also here. What you want, get what you need. The same message. Look, it's not only like you serve this guy, what do you need? You have to say that. Maybe I now read this whole text because this can be meaningful. 2 times the same kind of thing. And Taurus energy is this. So yeah, needs met. Important. If that is not happening in 14 even, that is soon. The date. This conversation could happen now. Like just this full moon time is really landing this moon. Yeah, you have to communicate clearly what you need, yes. So now I'm reading you this advice. So Lace. There is so much support available to you. You only need to ask for help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride, as they do not benefit you nor give you what you desire. Perhaps you feel inundated by challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluating your feelings will enable you to effectively communicate what you want. Asking for help may seem scary and you may feel vulnerable. There are plenty of people who would love to be there for you. It is not demeaning to ask for help. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal needs. Release any feelings around being a burden to others. People love to help others, and it really is helpful and smart to ask for help. A beautiful mermaid sits at the knee of a wise and loving old man. You may recognize the love she feels as he supports the mermaid's needs. The yellow reflecting off the water and the mermaid's hair are calling you to expand your self-awareness. it is important to know when extra help is needed. So yeah, I think this whole reading is asking you to get connected with your heart. The next chakra is the heart chakra. So if you get there with this kind of willpower to be able to even like go beyond this kind of comfortable like asking help, or like you can be vulnerable, and then you are able to like also connect with the hearts, and that's the most beautiful place in any relationship. We're able to do that. But indeed, heart chakra often opens with pain. Even you have to talk about painful stuff. That is part of like a love relationship, that you have to share the pain too. What's here? Okay, let's see. So here we got the Wonderland was this for you. I hope you liked it. I wonder if there's somebody else. There was somebody from Taurus, but I think this was such a long reading now. It's already 50 minutes. So I stop now the Taurus reading. I go to sleep. Here is already midnight. So I continue my star signs then tomorrow. But thank you for watching this. And yes, I hope this brings you a little bit wisdom how to go. But it's interesting, this kind of full moon energy is here, like a Taurus card and the full moon, and yeah, something is hidden there, but can turn into like a, let's say there is this wisdom, indeed, that Queen of Swords especially can turn the wisdom, the pain into wisdom, and maybe this can be turned into wisdom somehow. Okay, thank you for watching, and bye.